on, ninjas? What is going on this Pump Monday? That's right, Pump Monday. New week, new beginning. Whew. Feels good, man. Feels good to start the new week, new day, and hopefully some good weather. So hope all you ninjas had a good weekend. Hope everyone's had a nice Super Bowl weekend. I'm here, let me show you. Just here at the bank, starting my week off with a nice little deposit, which I prefer all my days to start like that, especially weeks. There you go, you can see right there, nice little deposit. And now I'm headed to the dealership. What am I doing at the dealership? Well, let me just tell you. No, I tell you what, let me just show you. Yeah, that sounds like it. Hey, we'll talk about it when I get there. But anyway, I'm doing some errands, just knocking a couple of things out. I was up early this morning, sent some invoices. I've got some quotes to do, and then hopefully later Busy Bee will meet up with me after school, and we'll make some a little bit more progress. Hopefully, that's the plan, on the front bed where we started to put down the weed barrier. And yeah, that'll basically conclude my Pump Monday. But what am I doing at the dealership? We'll definitely talk about it when I get there. So for now, let's go. All right, so you're probably wondering, what am I doing here at the dealership? Matter of fact, more or less at the Chevy dealership. And one thing I wanted to remind you ninjas, and I actually completely forgot about it the last few weeks, and I just remembered it, and I figured, you know what, I'm already out and about doing some errands. I'm gonna go ahead and swing by here and take care of this that I've been meaning to take care of now for a while. So anytime you have a vehicle financed, right, if you purchase the extended warranty, if you decide at any point in time that you want to cancel that, you can. But even more, if something happens to the vehicle, such as if you sell it or if you end up totaling it, right? So we had the extended warranty on our previous SUV, which is Mama Ninja's vehicle. It was the Redline 2018 Chevy Traverse. And we, of course, had the extended warranty. As a lot of you ninjas know by now, that vehicle got totaled because it got rear-ended. Luckily, nobody was hurt severely. But we don't have the vehicle anymore. As you guys know, we have purchased the new 2020 Ford Expedition. So I've been meaning to stop by here, but I keep forgetting. I'm going to walk in there and I'm going to talk to the finance manager, and they're going to pull up our account, and I'm just going to cancel the extended warranty. And I don't know if they'll let me cancel it from the date, you know, backdate it from the date that it got total, or if it's just going to be as of today. I guess it would be a little better if we could backdate it, but I'll let you ninjas know what they tell me regardless, whether it's October or February. I want to cancel it so I get a refund. That's just money that a lot of people don't realize they can cancel at any point in time and get back. If we had the vehicle, I wouldn't be canceling it, of course, but since we don't have it, it just makes sense to cancel it and get my money back. Just got back, ninjas. Figure I'll just drive around instead of walk, because I don't even know if they have vehicles back here or not. But anyway, they canceled it. They were able to actually you know, backdated to the date of the accident, which was this last October of 2020. So that's pretty cool, and I'll be getting a check in the mail for, I think he said around $1,200, you know, between $1,000 to $1,200. Just depends, you know, whatever's left of it. Yeah, they don't really have that many choices back here. A couple of trucks. So anyway, I just wanted to remind you ninjas, if that's the case, if you, you know, buy and purchase a brand new vehicle and then you end up selling it or it gets totaled in the accident, you can cancel it and get your money back. But now we're over here at the Ford dealership, and just wanted to look at a couple of them. Here's a nice F-250 right here. So the guy I've been talking to at this dealership, Ninjas, he's been looking for a truck for me. It's not like we've given up on it or anything, but for what I'm looking for, he's just been having a hard time finding. And I don't want something with high mileage that's just been beat to heck. And I'm really not wanting to purchase a brand new truck, you know what I mean? I just don't need it. So, hey, this is a nice one. Same color as Tiny was. It's the F250 STX. So we've just been looking, and of course, as I mentioned to you, look at that. That's a nice GMC. Holy cow. Look at that. Oh, wow. What a lift. I'm not gonna lie, Ninjas, that is freaking nice. I don't know if that's for sale or if that's like an employee's truck here. Oh no, that's for sale. There's no tag. That is definitely for sale, and I can look at that, man. I can't even imagine what that would run. Fox shocks, look at that. Bulletproof. Oh yeah. So anyway, yeah, I'm not really in a rush, you know. I mean, I do want, I mean, for now I do have old red right here as well, and it's doing perfectly fine. I've never really towed with this truck, so I don't know how it would act. Let me go look at this STX just to see if they have a sticker on it. 51535 2021 F250 four-wheel drive. It's the XL 7.3, the new V8 engine. So this has got that new 7.3 gas burner, Ninjas. Wow. It's a really nice truck, but 51K. Again, it's one of those things like I just don't need another new truck. At least for another year or so. Now in about a year and a half, I'll be ready for another new truck, and then I'll put Tiny as my backup. Yeah, that's a nice truck. It's a very nice truck. But now, if I find a nice truck like this, even if it's used with like, I don't know, 30,000-40,000 miles for around 30,000 or something, I'd get it. But I just don't need to be spending 51,000 right now. Now in another year and a half, yes, well, as I mentioned, then Tiny will be as my backup, and then I'll have another new truck. So I buy new trucks, Ninjas, just because tax write-offs makes sense, things like that. Hey, here's a new Ranger. I'm just curious, what do these Rangers run? I'm not a huge fan of the look, I'm not gonna lie. 37,000. 37,000 for a brand new Ranger. I love that new car smell. No space back here whatsoever. No leg room. If you're gonna spend this kind of money, you might as well add a little bit more and get yourself an F-150. Yeah, they stopped making Rangers for a while, and then finally brought them back. I just think it's overpriced, in my opinion. I don't know. And the only reason I say that, I think it's overpriced for the size, you know? But I don't know anything about them. I've never really been into the Rangers. It's always been F-150s or 250s. Just got home and look who showed up at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Must be nice to show up just whenever, right? Whenever you feel like it, whenever, you know, yep, feels appropriate. What's up, Busy Bee? Not much. How was school? It was alright. It was alright? Yeah. Fun? No. Do anything interesting? No. Nothing interesting? Nope. Really? Sounds boring. It is. All right, you ready to do some work? Let's do it. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to try to start the aerator. And if it starts, great. If it doesn't, somehow we got to figure out to get it onto the trailer, because tomorrow I want to take it to the dealership. Okay, so figure it out while I have you with me. And if it doesn't start, two of us will figure out a way to get it to the trailer. All right. So I have another quote I gotta call the guy back. It's gonna be for sand, putting down sand, and so if that comes through, ninjas, we're gonna be using that machine again. But for now, we're gonna get it out of the way, get the Bumblebee 52 out of the way, and see if that Toro will start. We've had trouble starting it. I've tried starting it a couple of times throughout the last month and a half, and it just will not start. Not really sure what's going on with it. So let's see if this beauty will start, because it did not want to start on us last few times we tried.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure why it's doing this. So last time I did this, I ended up using one of these mechanic in a bottle, which is what I just put about 3 ounces of in. And after you put about 3 ounces, it's an ounce per gallon, and it's got about 2-3 gallons in there roughly. So last time it worked, so we'll see if it works this time. Okay, so it's been 15 minutes. I've shaken it up a little. Let's see what it does. So on these Toro aerators, where you disconnect the hydros is right here in the front at the very bottom. If you look right here, you got your first one and you got your second one. And all you do is push it in. Okay, try now. A lot easier. Yeah. Move out the way, buddy. So I told Busy Bee to go ahead and grab the jumper cables real quick while we have it here before we fight our way all the way to the trailer. And we're going to try to jump it off from the Bumblebee. And if that's the case, I have a brand new battery that I just purchased the other day, so we're going to go ahead and replace that. It just doesn't seem like it's the battery. It started out fine, and of course when you idle it for a while, the battery will drain. You never know, it could be the battery. It could be something as simple as that. We got her hooked. But let's see. Rev it up a little. Choke works, throttle works. Busy Bee's kind of holding that up to see if that helps. Uh-oh. So I don't know, ninjas. It starts out perfectly fine right now. Every time I shut it off, starts right up. So the question is it a bad battery?
I cannot tell you.
I mean, I know. And, you know, I guess I'll have to test the battery. I do have that tester. So we're going to test the battery and see. And if that's the case, then it's an easy fix. I'll just replace the battery. But it seems to work fine like this while it's being used. But if I let it sit for a little while, even just a couple of days, it gives me that issue. Now, I did put that additive stuff in the tank, so I'm sure that will help with the fuel in general. Let me know, what do you ninjas think? You think it's the battery? Or do you think something else could be going on here? But I'm not gonna take it. I'm gonna see how it acts. We'll see what the battery says. But I'm not investing any more time into it, so we're gonna go ahead and get back to those beds. We're making progress. I showed you this in the last video, and we got all this covered underneath right here, and this is where we're at, ninjas. And if you see any kind of these little patches, like right there, That's Busy Bee's screw up. You know, you'd think by now using some scissors is pretty simple, but come to find out it's not. This is gonna be fun around all these bushes, and then that over there. So it's coming along. Hey, Busy Bee, I tell you what, this that redneck ingenuity right here. And I believe when I tell you this, but I don't think no mother effing weed's gonna come through here. What you think?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think looks good, ninjas. I don't think a single weed's gonna come through here. Would you agree?
Yeah.
You would agree?
Oh yeah.
Okay. I think we did all right. Hey, Busy Bee.
Yeah.
Did you do this patch?
Yeah.
Dang. That's a big patch. And don't waste the staples, Busy Bee. We're down on our last box. Even after I went and got 3 more boxes. Busy Bee can get carried away. He's trying to put a staple every inch or two. Like, come on, dude. It ain't going nowhere. Especially when the rock pushes it down. What was that? Hey, I told you be careful of that. Normally what we've been doing, as you can see, and they turn out pretty good, except this one. That's a big patch, man. We'd put it over the bushes and then I'd go in the center and cut it with the scissors. But Busy Bee is saying, since this is the last shrub over here, what'd you say?
I just got a line right now.
He said, I just got a line through here and slide her in. So you want to do it like that?
Might as well.
All right, let's see how this turns out. Oh yeah, and these broke on us. Cobalt. What do you expect? They've been used for a couple of years, but also it's Chinese made. That's all we can do for today. We're out of staples. It's only going to get darker from here on, but we got that done. And as I mentioned, we got it out here right into the border. And so that way when we start laying the rocks, we'll lay it right on top of it. Not too bad. Looks good. Nice and tight. You know, it's not perfect. It's really hard, ninjas. It's really hard when you have a lot of shrubbery and things like that. I mean, this was actually easy considering, remember last summer?
Yeah.
That job where you were getting poked? I am so excited for the white rock to come in. It's gonna look sick. Thank you for tuning in for another one. And I hope you enjoyed joining me on some of the footage on at the dealership, as I said, and watching us just make a little bit more progress over here. And not really sure what to think about that aerator.
I don't know. It's confusing.
What's that?
No, it's a check.
Oh, well, don't let it fall out, man. You have it out there like it's a gun. Stay tuned for tomorrow. It's going to be an interesting one. We'll see what time Busy Bee decides to show up again. Because, you know, he makes his own schedule, right?
A little bit.
Okay, exactly. That's just part of it. But take care, Busy Bee.
Yeah, you too.
Saving green.
Peace.
Saving green, be the team. Yeah.